Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. Here we are again. It's just like Thursday, blink, Thursday, blink. My name's Jana, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I am here to share a fun little Halloween card with you today. And thanks for coming to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you will think about subscribing. And I hope you all will give me a thumbs up. I am getting so close to the 2,000 subscriber mark. I think I'm like 4 or 5 people away is all. So really super close. All right, so I am playing again today with the Potions and Spells bundle. You can find this online, and when I'm done here today, I will put the link to my shopping channel down in the description box. So if you don't already have a demonstrator and you see something here today you'd like to order, then that link will be available to you for shopping. Also, when you shop with me during the month and spend $50 before shipping and taxes, I will send you a little thank you gift the following month. If you should get real excited and spend $150 or more, don't use my code. You will need to put my code in when you shop with me to get that free gift, and I will include that also in the description box. But it's always available at my shopping site too, on the landing page right there. You can find it and just copy it and paste it. Anyway, so that is that. This is the stamp set, and it is a photopolymer clear stamp set, and it's got all these fun elements, a big old cauldron that you can use for other things besides Halloween if you wanted, some fun bubbles, a cat, a crow, a stack of books, and then some fun sentiments, and then the little kind of magic little things there. And then in the die set, you get dies to cut out all of those things except for the greetings and the little stars. But then you also get dies to create a broom. You get some fun bottles here for potions. And you even get some potion that you can have spilling out of one of the bottles. And you've got the little ones to put inside of the bottles to look like they're full or half full of potion. There's more bubbles in here, and then there's this creepy drippy stuff here that you can have coming out of the side of the cauldron, or you can have it as a border. What else was I thinking that you could maybe use that for? Honey on a bee card. You know, use your imagination. You can always come up with other things to use particular dies with. Okay, so that is that. Here's all my parts and pieces. I'm also going to use the metal 3D embossing folder. I think I may have already ran my paper through there. Yeah, I did. So anyway, this is the embossing folder that I used. And then also the perennial postage dies. I love these dies. There's so many that you can layer up, and there's even this fun one here that you could make look like a piece of tape or use as a place to put a greeting. So yeah, fun things. All right. So I think I'm going to color first. I colored my spooky cat up already. And I'm going to color up my crow. Let me get my... I already gave him a little pink tongue. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but his little tongue is pink there. Try to come in a little bit closer there. Okay, so I'm gonna start, what is this color? I don't think I need that. I'm gonna start coloring with Orchid Oasis, which is a retired color, but use whatever kind of purpley lavender colors. And you're saying, what? Why are you gonna color that crow purple? Well, let me tell you. So let's see. I think actually I will start with, where is my black? So I've got light basic black. I'm going to start with that. All right. So when you look at an animal that has, or a bird or whatever it may be, all black fur, unless I'm weird, typically when you look at their fur and it's so pretty and shiny, you see other colors in it. I mean, I do. I see blues, I see purple. It just, the shininess of their fur reflects, or it just has all those different colors in it. Even a person's hair that has dark black hair, when you look at it, you see all those pretty colors, or at least I do. So I wanted to create the illusion of this crow being black without just turning him into a big inked up black blob, because that's what would happen if I took a dark black marker and colored him in. There would be, you would not see any of the details. It would just be a dark black blob. So I've outlined with my light basic black. I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to do the light Orchid Oasis. So let's see. I think that's what I used. Yeah, that's what I used the first time. So I'm going to blend out some of this light black that I just put in there. And don't worry, I'm not going to leave him purple. But I do want that undertone there. And you could actually go in with like some fuchsia or some of those type colors and put in there too if you wanted. It's all about having fun, I say. And since I'm no perfect or expert colorist, that's what I do, is just have fun with it. All right, so I'm going to leave that like that for a second. And let me get out my gray colors. What grays do I have here? So I've got out my light and dark smoky slate. I'm going to color his beak and his feet and legs. So I've just got my light smoky slate, and I'm going to start with that. We have lots of crows here where we live on the coast. And I really love crows. I have lots of crow things in my house. Our new classic car that we got, we named it Crow, and I found a really fun pretend crow, but with real feathers, that we have to perch in the back window. And his wings are spread out, and he looks really cool sitting back there kind of hovering over the back seat. And we were at a car show last weekend, And I noticed that a gal spotted him back there and she took a picture, so I thought that was kind of fun. Okay, so let me go back over his beak here with a little bit of the dark smoky slate. Hopefully I don't mess things up here. And I will blend that out with the lighter one, just up on the top part of his beak. Okay, so there's that. And I see I went outside of the line a little bit down here on his leg, so let me erase that. All right, so there is that. Now I want to come back over the top of him. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the dark smoky slate or the light. I think I'm going to do the dark. Let's just do it and see what happens here. Yeah, this is going to work. Did I grab the dark? Yeah. Now I colored the cat in the same manner, only I used Night of Navy underneath the grays. And so I used that purple underneath the gray on the crow. And I think I like the purple better. And they definitely come out looking a little different. But I do like the purple better than I like the blue, but I didn't want them to look exactly the same. Now I've got a little light pool party here. I'm just gonna shade the white of his eyeball so it's not so stark there. So there's my two critters, and now I just need to do this stack of books. So let's see here. Oh, and the eyes on the cat I colored with light lemon lime twist. I did the cat's nose. Well, I shouldn't have done the cat's nose pink because he's a black cat. So I'm just gonna touch that with my light smoky slate and make it not so pink. But the pink I used was dark bubble bath. Okay, let's get to the books. So I'm going to color the potions book with this lemon lime twist. So I'm doing just a little bit of dark here. And then I'll come back in with light. And then I'll come back and do those stripes in a minute. And let's see, I think I will actually go ahead and color the stripes up here on the spells book. So there's that. And then this next book, I'm going to color the cover of it with bronze. And hopefully my shaky hands won't mess up too bad. I was out doing some stuff in my garage and I got too hot and I got all shaky because I got too hot. Okay, so there's the cover, and then the pages I am going to do with Dark and Light Pool Party. let's just do a little bit on the edges here, or the ends, and then I'll go over those lines a little bit. And then I'll just fill in with the light. Yeah, we've had several people ask us, why did you name your car Crow? I think they think it's weird, but you know what? My husband tells them, well, my wife just, you know, because the car's black, it's rounded looking, it's a 56 Ford, and it just looked like a crow to me, so that's what we named it. All right, so the pages on that book, I'm gonna color with Crumb Cake. And I think I'll do I think what I did on the first one I did was, I think I did the cover in the light basic black for that book. And it's really got a thin cover for me to try to not be shaky on. So I will just do the best I can here. Okay. And then spells, I will do purple. So let me do the dark Orchid Oasis. I know Stampin' Up! Retires colors and stuff, but when you've got these blends and things, I'm not about to not use them. So, you know, you might have a totally different brand of marker anyway. So just use what you have. Hopefully I can keep that from seeping into the light green stripes there. And I'm really glad that there are dies to cut all these things out so that I don't have to fussy cut them. And one little purple stripe. Okay, there we go. And then I need to, oh yeah, I need to do the stripes on here. Okay. Books are done. Bird and cat are done. I think I'm done coloring. Get those out of the way. All right, let me bring the dies in here. And I've got some other, or maybe I already cut it. Oh, I already cut it out. Okay, good. So all I have to do is cut out these pieces. Cat, crow, and books. I'm telling you, it is pretty much fall weather here now, and I'm not happy about it. I never am, because here on the coast we just don't have enough summer. But it's definitely feels like fall. It kind of looks like fall. Not that I don't like some fall weather, I just don't like it to start when it's still supposed to be summer. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, I think there we go. So I can cut these all out at once. I'm going to run these through my machine and I will be right back. So cute. Now where was he? Right there, I think. And I already made a broom, cut the pieces out to make a broom with out of this die set too. So there we go with that. And here's the broom pieces. And I know I need to see, it's got a little rounded area here where you can put your glue and attach your handle. So if you want your broom that long, that's all fine and good. But in my case, I need to make my broom a little bit shorter. Let me just get some glue on here. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I want to take some crumb cake. That's the color I cut the broom out of here. And I'm just going to do a little bit of shading. So now we have a weathered old broom. All right. Okay, so there is the broom. Bring in the other parts and pieces. So I cut these all with the perennial postage dies that I showed earlier. And then I ran this is the biggest die in the set, and I ran it through that embossing folder that is the metal plate. So I think that's pretty cool looking. And then I've got these three pieces here that are going to go on there in a bit. But I need to do some stamping. Stamping. I don't need to stamp on that piece. But I am going to stamp and heat emboss on these two. So I just want to rub my embossing buddy over this black paper a little bit. So hopefully I won't have powder sticking where I don't want it. Okay, so let me set my cat on here because he's going to go on that one. And I need to get some stamps out here. So I want a little Hocus Pocus. And I want, which one of these do I want? I kind of like the one with the more stuff on it, the more magical things. So I will get that. There we go. All right. For some mark. And I'm sitting him there just so I know where I want to, or where I have room to stamp. And I'm not quite over the top, but hopefully I'm getting this somewhat straight. So there's that. And we'll put some magic down here in this bottom corner. And then the crow, let me set him on this one. And we'll put some magic sprinkles by him. Okay. Okay, let's do that one and this one. Okay, looks pretty good. Let me get this back in the container here. Oh, I just spilled embossing powder on myself. How did I do that? And I dropped something. Okay. All right, I think I've got everything back together here. My heat tool and my little, I think these are some kind of surgical things. I'm not sure, but they sure work good to hold your paper when you're heat embossing. I don't even remember where I got these things. Probably at a rubber stamp convention or something. Who knows? Or maybe in a stamp store. I don't know. I've had them for a long time. All right, there we go with that. Now then, let me wipe. I always like to come back and wipe off any residue from that powder. Okay, so this is the inside of the card. And I'm I'm just going to clean these off because I'm going to use both of, well, I'm not going to use this greeting, but I do need to use the block again. And I'm going to get Happy Halloween. And let's stamp with Gorgeous Grape because that is this color. So we'll stamp the greeting with that. Gorgeous Grape. Happy Halloween. I like that font. All right, and the other little, we're going to do the little magic and the lemon lime twist because that is the color of the card base. So we're just going to put a little magic around Happy Halloween like that. Cute. Okay, get those out of the way. All right, so we can start with putting that inside, but I need to get my bone folder and burnish this a little bit. So we've got a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base here. And let's just get this put inside. Maybe I need to back up a little bit. How about that? Were you yelling at me to do that? I forgot. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take my little finger dauber and find my lemon lime twist. Here it is. And I'm just going to go around the edge of this card a little bit because I just like how it looks. And on my first one, I did this after the fact because I kept looking at it and thinking it just needs a little something. And after I went around the edge with the same color of ink as the card, I was much happier with it. So sometimes it can be just something as simple as that to just make it look finished, I guess, in your eyes, however you like it. Okay, there we go. Now then we can add on this. I really love these postage stamp dies because you can create, you know, a sort of collage, if you will with them. with all the different shapes and sizes, and especially when you've got smaller images and it's like you don't know how to bring those together, maybe on a card or project. If you put your smaller images into smaller shapes and then put them all together, you can just create your scene that way. So I'm just going to build this here. I like to start with the bigger one and kind of get it where I want, and then I can get the other ones laid down where I want them. Okay, so I am going to put that there, and let me just, on this bigger piece, I'm going to use my ATG. All right. I think that looks pretty straight, I think. A little hocus pocus. Okay, and then these, let me just get them sort of where I want them here. And what I'm doing is just lining them up with each other, and the distance, you know, trying to make them equal distance top and bottom and over here on the side. So I think I'm happy with that. Let me start with the little piece, and I'm just going to do glue because it's just easier with these smaller ones to do glue, I think. I think I need to clean the tip of my glue bottle. Okay, so that one is where I want it pretty much. Let me just get this one down, and then I can reline up the other one. Okay, happy with that. Oh, good grief. Let me just... Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so here we go. Let me get some dimensionals, and you can use whatever. I happen to have some black ones, so I'm going to use them. When you get the black dimensionals, you get both the larger and smaller in the package. When you order the white ones, you have to order the smaller ones individually. They don't come in the package with the bigger ones on the white. Did I get that over? Yeah, so there we go. So I just put the dimensionals on the body of the cat and his tail, and I'm going to glue his feet down. You know how I am. I don't like to have them floating, so I always have to glue their feet down if I'm popping them up. Okay, so let's get him on here. I'll just hold his little feet down for a second. I'm going to lay that there because I want to use it and not forget, because sometimes I intend on doing stuff like that and then I forget. All right, let me get, oopsie. Let me do the same thing with Mr. Crow here. And I'm going to glue his little bird feet down. Caw, caw. Oh, I got a caw horn for our car. Our Mustang that we sold, we had a horse whinnying. It had several different sounds on it on the fun horn for that. And so I thought, I wonder if they have a crow one. And sure enough, they did. My husband hasn't gotten it put on the car yet, but it has, I can't remember if it has just one sound or two sounds of different crows cawing. So that'll be fun. Okay, so now the books. Yeah, I'm going to do the same with them. And they're going to go right into this one. So cute. I got one little speck of embossing powder out of place there, and it's driving me nuts, but oh well. Okay, and then the broom. Let me just put one there, and I'm going to cut a skinny little piece so I can put it on the handle. Look at that. Did it. Okay, so there's that. And that. And we're going to put this right in the middle here. Let's move it down a little bit. There we go. So cute. Okay, it's sitting here, so I'm not going to forget. Let me stick the pin in my glue bottle. Okay, I don't want to mess anything up. I could probably go over it with a black marker, or I can just leave it alone and forget about it, right? So happy Halloween. I'm just going to come over the magical things with my Wink of Stella and sparkle them up. Give them a little magical dust. Which I know you probably can't see because that glitter, glistening stuff doesn't show up very well. So there you have it, a little hocus pocus, happy Halloween. And here's my other one without an extra little dot of embossing powder driving me crazy. All right, there's that. I hope you like it. All right, let's have story time. We're still listening to Lucy's Guide to Life here. Let's see what she has to say today. A smile is just a frown turned upside down. And there we have with Ethel and Fred, who probably are mad at Lucy and Ricky about something. Mean what you say. Ricky Ricardo, when he says no, he means no. I'm not so sure about that. How many times did Ricky tell Lucy she couldn't be in a show or whatever, and then she always manages to get in to whatever it is she wants. Oh, look at her there. She's got on a potato sack dress and fake teeth in her mouth. Lucy's fashion tips number 4. Don't be a fashion victim. I think maybe she did this on that episode where she wanted the dress from Paris or something, maybe. Crime doesn't pay. I remember that one. Lucy and Ethel are dressed up as robbers there. See no evil. Hear no evil. Speak no evil. I don't remember what was going on there, but she's got an apple in her mouth and she's all tied up. I haven't seen any Lucy shows on for a while. I tend to, I mean, I can literally put my TV on Lucy or Andy Griffith, and just, even if I'm not watching it, having it play in the background. I've seen every episode, so I know what's going on in the show. I don't have to watch it, but I just love, it's one of those feel-good things, I guess. It's comforting having something like that on. All right, you guys, there you have it, my little Hocus Pocus Halloween cards. Have a great weekend ahead. I hope you get to do something crafty, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.